Okay, which of the following is the value of x that makes the expression equal to 0? Now keep in mind that a fraction equals 0 if we have a numerator equal to 0 and a denominator equal to something other than 0. That will equal 0. But if we have 0 over 0, that's mathematical nonsense. That doesn't equal anything in particular. So 0 over 0 does not equal 0. Very important to realize. So we have to make sure that we're making the numerator 0 without making the denominator 0. And in order to figure that out, we're going to factor everything. So that first quadratic, x squared plus 5x plus 6, we have 2 times 3 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, so that factors into x plus 2 and x plus 3. The second, x squared minus 6x minus 7x plus 6, well, negative 6 and negative 1 multiply to positive 6 and add to negative 7. So that's going to factor into x minus 6 and x minus 1. Finally, on the bottom, we have x squared minus 4x minus 21. For that, we'd need a negative 7 and a positive 3, because negative 7 times positive 3 would be negative 21, negative 7 plus negative 3 would be negative 4. So this factors into x plus 3 and x minus 7. Notice that we cannot cancel the factor of x plus 3 in the numerator and the denominator, because right now we don't know the value of x. And if x equaled negative 3, then we'd be canceling 0 over 0, which would be illegitimate. You cannot cancel variables if you're not guaranteed that the expression does not equal 0. And we're not guaranteed that. So now we'll look at all the possible values. So first of all, x equals negative 6, that doesn't make anything equals 0. X equals negative 3, this is the tricky one. It makes the numerator and the denominator equal 0. And again, 0 over 0 does not equal 0. Plugging in negative 3 would make the expression equal something that does not have a sensible mathematical value at all. So we get rid of that. If we plug in negative 2, then x plus 2 equals 0, and everything else is fine. So we have 0 over something, that's fine. If we plug in x equals 1, then x minus 1 equals 0, everything else is fine. If we plug in x equals 4, nothing goes to 0. If we plug in x equals 6, then x minus 6 equals 0. So we get 0 in the numerator, something in the denominator, that's fine. If we plug in x equals 0, then we get a non-zero number in the numerator, but 0 in the denominator. And that is also mathematical nonsense. So that doesn't equal 0 either. And so that doesn't work. And so the three ones that legitimately make the fraction equal to 0 are C, D, and F.